going on, guys? Ballsley back here again with another video. I'm going to show off a little bit of my Junis GQ set that I've been working on. A few different mail days that I got together. Just waited to hold them to make a video for it. And then Tyler Murphy at TMurph Cards. I think it's TMurph Cards, or it might be at TMurph. He asked everybody to share what they most enjoy about being a father. So I decided I'm going to share Maddox's kind of whole story and kind of give you guys an insight of how fatherhood's kind of treated me and how it's been different. If you can hear him in the background, he says hi, actually. What up? I'll get into more detail and stuff. It'll make sense at the end. But let's start with the Junis GQ. Just been working on it. I think I need the red. I think it's of 10. And I think they got a black. That's the 1 of 1. And that's all I need from the rainbow on that again. Been collecting Jake pretty hard lately. So here we got the base. I love the look of the GQ. Yeah, they're just neat cards. And I've had a problem. I don't know why. I need to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? I need to track better what I've bought. Because I got the green parallel. And a second. And a third. So I bought too many of them. But it's whatever. I mean, I dig it. I like the green parallel. Then I also got the indigo. I guess indigo or blue you'd call it maybe. It's the 250 on the back. It says 163. I don't know if my camera on my phone's going to work. 163 at 250. Then I've got the missing nameplate parallel. You know, Jake needs to be in some more products because now I'm just chasing big boys, and I don't know if they've surfaced or if they have, if I'm even going to have an opportunity at them. But here's the bazooka back. I love the way this card looks, that old style feel to it, kind of. And then the logo swap. There might be another one that I need besides the of 10 and the 1 of 1. I haven't looked lately. Just been kind of collecting here and there when I see it, if it pops up. Been looking, but so now to the TMurph portion of this. Found out. So funny story. Me and Molly, we've been dating for almost about a year at that time, and I'm not good with surprises. I always want to know. I'm, one of them people. And one night I came home. My birthday is October 1st, and it was later September. Let's say September 28th, around there. And Molly told me, hey, I've got a surprise present for you. Here you go. And she worked really hard on making this nice, neat box. And when I opened it up, there was a note, and I went to grab the note. When I grabbed the note, I pulled the whole thing out. Note and the false bottom. And I looked in the box, obviously, and there's a pregnancy test in there. And I think she expected me to be maybe overwhelmed, tears, maybe cry. I just kind of sat there in disbelief, just staring at it. No response, nothing. I was happy, obviously, but it just took me by surprise. I didn't expect to be a dad yet. I kind of, knew that we were trying, but it just kind of caught me by surprise, too. So, flash forward, we tell our families and stuff. And we go, I think it was at 18 weeks, we went for his gender reveal to find out what he was going to be. And when we went there, we found out he was a boy, and the lady that was doing the ultrasound kept looking at this one spot repeatedly. And I started getting nervous a little bit because Molly was like, she walked out of the room, went and got somebody else, and Molly said, why is it taking so long? This normally doesn't take this long. And Come to find out, the lady looked at us and she said, I'm going to have to refer you to Rockford, to a cardiologist up there. There's something with your son's heart that doesn't look right, and we need to send you to a specialist. So we went to the specialist. I want to say our first ultrasound was on a Tuesday, and on Friday we went to our first ultrasound in Rockford. And there we met Maddox's heart doctor, Dr. Kazimoose. And he confirmed that Maddox was going to be born with a congenital heart disease called tetralogy of Fallot. Without getting all medical and scientific into terms, it's a 3 to 4, it's more like 4 heart conditions all rolled into one. Pretty rare for kids. CHDs, congenital heart diseases, are normal. Not normal, but they're more prevalent than you'd expect. I want to say it's even higher than cases of cancer and juvenile diabetes and stuff like that. Right now it's very prevalent. So we had doctor's appointments. Every Friday we would go for an ultrasound, meet with Dr. Kazimoose, and then we had another ultrasound. We did it for a full body because they noticed Maddox is missing a chromosome. He has a chromosome deletion on his 13th chromosome that is super rare. Honestly, we tried going for genetic testing, me and Molly. Insurance is denied. We haven't had the opportunity to raise that kind of money for us both to be tested along with him. We tried organizations. There's Molly's tremendous. She follows up on everything. She's got her stuff down for that kid. And it just never happened that we ever had an opportunity. So, as they wanted to do this test to make sure everything is okay and that, Maddox, if there's any other issues with his development, and they couldn't find his right kidney. Couldn't find it, and all of a sudden, 26 weeks in, we've been going now for 8 weeks there. They couldn't find his kidney, and one day it just popped up on an ultrasound. It's some kind of hidden kidney that they've got a special name for it. It's kind of, it happens more than you'd realize. Buddy, it's okay. Give me just 1 second. Sounds like he's done with cars. So Maddox, we went up there on, we started having appointments not only in Chicago, but with Rockford. Going up, seeing the heart doctor, we would go Monday, Wednesday, Friday normally. And Rockford for us is about an hour away. Chicago's about 2. We go to Rockford on Mondays and Fridays, and Chicago usually on Wednesdays. A lot of travel. And this is before he's even born. We went up on May 1st to have one done, and it took a little bit longer, and I started panicking because Maddox is due May 15th. And they told us that Maddox is decelling. His heart rate was lower than it should be, and that we needed to induce Molly, and Maddox was going to be born that day. So I drove home, grabbed everything that we had, and everything that we needed to be up in Rockford. And Maddox was born later that night during the Packers' second pick in the draft. I remember them announcing it as he was being born, unfortunately. But when Maddox was born, there was about 10 different doctors in there. We didn't know Maddox's condition. When he was born, he needed heart surgery. Usually it's within the first 4 months of their life, but it could be immediately. So when Maddox was born, I got him put in my hands, him taken away. He was with doctors for the first 18 days of his life in the NICU. He came home March 19th. And we started at home his process there. And, you know, on August 25th, he had open heart surgery. It was successful. He's doing really well now. It was the worst 6 days of my life. It was really rough. I thought plenty of times we were going to lose him. It was hard to remain positive and telling everybody he's doing a lot better when you could tell on their face. You know, my dad came to see him, and my dad turned ghost white when he saw him. And I knew my dad was nervous, and I kept telling him, Dad, he's doing a lot better. You wouldn't believe how much better he's doing. And I think part of me just didn't realize how close we were, you know. But thankfully, his operation went fine, and he's been perfectly heart-wise. He'll probably need another procedure later on in life, just as an update for one of his valves. But otherwise, his heart looks perfectly fine now. He's doing great. He still is physically, developmentally, and behaviorally delayed. And they think that has to do with his 13th chromosome. It's so rare that they don't really know how it's affected him. He went to, he does therapy. His mom, God bless her, you know, Molly, my girlfriend, she would drive him twice a week to Freeport, about an hour away, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he would have physical therapy twice a week, and then on Wednesdays in Dixon, about 15 minutes away, he would have occupational therapy. And then we also had in-home therapy as well. And with my job, she's really taken the reins on that. She's been amazing, and a lot of Maddox's advancements are because of her effort and determination. You know, I try and hold together the other things, and you know, she's amazing for him and what he has been able to accomplish. He's still going through therapy. He goes once a week because unfortunately he's older now and he doesn't get as many benefits because of it. He started preschool this year. He actually has shown tremendous growth. But I guess the one thing is for me is, you know, I was never ready to even be a dad. I thought I wasn't, at least. And I thought that I was kind of unfairly put in this situation at first. You know, I had so many expectations of what fatherhood would be, and it's been completely different than what I've ever expected. It's been trying. It's been heartbreaking at times. It's been difficult. And while it's been all that, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's, you know, it's trying, but it's giving. It's difficult, but it's worth it. And it's challenging, but it's so rewarding. So when TMurph asked, you know, what's the one thing that you enjoy most about being a father? I think with Maddox's development, it's taught me to enjoy the little things. He hardly used his hands for the longest time, he would always scrape at things instead of using his pincher fingers. And I think some of that development happens so fast for kids that parents don't even realize how big of an accomplishment it really is for them. Or they kind of take it for granted, because we do have those tendencies, unfortunately. So I think the biggest thing about fatherhood for me that I enjoy the most is the little things, and I guess the one is that Maddox, no matter what he's been through, he smiles every day, and I think that is the one thing that I'm most truly thankful for on this Father's Day is his smile. So sorry for being a little emotional and tearing up a little bit. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll shoot you. Hopefully next time there'll be better videos, more upbeat. But that boy right there, he's doing perfectly fine. He is by far the best thing that's ever happened to me. And, wear this bracelet that I got the day he had open heart surgery. Shout out to Mended Little Hearts of Chicago. They're a non-charitable organization, or a non-profit charitable organization that they provide what they call bravery bags. It's toothbrush, toothpaste, maybe stuff that you forgot or haven't had an opportunity in the hospital to go get. And, I gave everything we had to Molly or Maddox and Marley, but I wanted one thing, and it's this bracelet. And I've worn it every day since he had open heart surgery. We're going on 4 years now, coming up in August, and it says Mended Little Hearts. And it says, little hearts hold big hopes. And we kind of live that motto with Maddox every day. Thanks for tuning in, guys.